Nope. Nope. Welcome to another Ernie's Journeys, where we answer the question, where will the journey take us? Today, the journey takes us to Bragdon Hill Conservation Area. The Bragdon Hill Conservation Area is in the town of Poland. It's about 450 acres, and of that, there's about 3 to 3.5 miles of trail through mixed forest land. And I went to go explore these today. However, this could probably be considered a bit of a fail on my part. It had been raining for about a week straight. Rain, like tons of rain every day before filming this video, and the sheer amount of mosquitoes and hot, humid weather just was a little bit too much for me. So I was not able to complete all the trails. So this is a partial trail. Every time I stopped to film anything, mosquitoes were all over me. But there was a couple of other things that caused me to stop as well too, which I'll show you here in the video. The nature trail was a lot of fun for about the first 20 minutes. As you can see from the video, there was lots of places where the trail seemed to disappear, and that's not good. I got lost a few times, and that was a little bit unnerving. So this yellow trail that I was on was very well laid out, and it's this first little loop. It's a hemlock, I think was the name of it. And if you do that first loop, counterclockwise direction, though, as I did when I first started out there, I chose the path to the right and kind of kept going down that way and came back around and looped around. I never found where you meet up with the red trail, which is the one that takes you kind of further in. And so I looped back around and started going clockwise around, and that's when I noticed you can see this red sign when you're going clockwise, but you can't see it when you're going counterclockwise around that. So, word to the wise, the marking for the red trail isn't very clearly designated. You kind of have to look for it. Really mosquito saturated when I went there. So I went as far as I could, but at some point creating this video was just, as you can see here, I was scrambling for my life at some point. So bear that in mind. If you're gonna go, bring some mosquito repellent. There's no breeze or anything. It's not really close to any kind of body of water or any kind of open fields to allow for kind of a current of air. At least on the day that I went, it was hot. It was probably in the 90s and humid, and the trail was pretty buggy. It had been raining for it's been raining for about a week straight here. So I think that might have had something to do with it as well too. So the straw that broke the camel's back was a giant turd. No joke. About this big, like a Thanos fist-sized turd that I found on the trail. I don't know what made that. I don't know if it's bear or not. Possibly. I asked Ninja. She said maybe horses, but there was no evidence of horses being able to kind of make it through this trail. So either way, something that poops that big is not something that I want to encounter on any trail. So I decided probably time to go home at that point. Overall, This is a really cute nature trail. I mean, it's there were some really neat things that I liked about it. For one, you've got places where the trees have little QR codes on them, so that you can scan them with your phone and find out more information about what the trees are. I thought that was really, really cool. I've never seen a nature trail in Maine that's actually done that before. So kudos to Bragdon Hill for doing that. That's a really, really neat idea. There was a lot of mud. I would give this probably a 3 on the ankle breaker scale. Just because it's not a path or anything. There are some places where it's just barely cleared, so you really want to keep a lookout for those little diamond shapes that are on the trail. Don't lose sight of those. In fact, there was a couple of places where I did lose sight of them. As you can see here, you cross this little muddy part, and it seems like the trail is pointing you in a straight direction. And if you just start walking in that direction, you end up kind of lost in the woods. So you're going to look to your right and you can see the little red diamond up ahead. So as far as nature goes, I definitely give this a 5. You are in nature. You are way in nature when you're doing this. Closer to the road, you can hear the traffic from the road, but the traffic isn't as busy as other places that I've been before. So you don't hear as much traffic. But the further you go in, you don't hear any traffic whatsoever. In fact, you kind of feel like you're on the island of Lost, or you're searching for an idol in Survivor. As far as shutterbugs goes, I would give this one a 3. There's like giant mushrooms that I found, and some mushrooms growing on trees. I think that might also be part of a reflection of the day that I went. It was a very sunny day, very clear, no clouds. So it was really great for taking pictures. So I think that might influence my choice as well too. Lots of green, lots of mossy parts. So I kind of like that as well. It's just, on the day that I went, it was really hard to stop and take pictures of anything, because the moment that you stop, the mosquitoes are like swarming on you. Thank you for watching. If you liked today's video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. New videos post every Tuesday and Thursday. Join us next time when we answer the question, where will the journey take us?